No matter how large or small, we here at Mike Cipriani Photography and Aerial Services can handle your needs. Here we're going to take a look at a very large 600,000 square foot warehouse. Again, all of our maps and inspections are superimposed and overmapped on Google Maps. You can always tell what the difference is, where we've flown, and the difference in the detail. You can actually see the line here on the left-hand side. If we zoom in close, you can see that when you're flying at 150 feet with a 4K HD camera compared to 2 miles up on Google, the detail that you get. Heck, you can barely tell it's a fence here. Here, you can almost be able to see the barbed wire on top that's out there. So anyway, can you imagine if you had a facility this large, 600,000 square feet on, let's find out how big it is, 29 acres, how long it would take one guy, two guys, to sit there and walk this entire property. Where after literally one day, you can have this sitting on your map forever, go back and relook at things. You can literally, instead of having the guy walk your uh, driveway, parking lot, you can sit there and zoom in, see if there happens to be any problems. In this particular case, there aren't. Look how the detail there. You can see the detail of the power lines as we flew over. But literally, you could just kind of take a step back, do a quick zoom back, look back and forth. If you see something that's going on or that you don't like, which quite frankly, this looks like a fantastic parking lot. You can, if you wanted to, go zoom right in, try to figure out. It looks like we had a little bit of ponding there or something like that, and that's typical. But go out there and take care of the entire facility. Let's zoom out back. And now we're zooming in. We can take a look at the rest of the property, take a look at the other side. Now, it was really funny when I was looking at this. I could say, wow, there's a lot of water out here. And then when I brought it to my client and I zoomed in and I saw this water flushing out over here. Apparently, this is something that they do with their systems about once a month to make sure that the fire system works. Go out there and flush it out, make sure there's not any problems. So, I mean, granted, when I flew over and took a look at it, it seemed as if there may have been some sort of issue, and you can see how deep the water now it's flowing over here. This, I mean, fantastic imagery, isn't it? But then the property manager let me know what the issue was. But I mean, literally, you can go out here, take a zoom in. Oh, here's a great big crack. Doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile, but I mean, you can go out there and look at it. I mean, someone's walking by this. I mean, this is a 20-foot tractor over here. You can see that this you might not even understand exactly what you're looking at as you're walking over it. But here you can take a look at it. You can figure out what's going on. And if you don't like it, you can also then, and I'll show you here, you could do a side by side detail over here if we were to fly this to some other time to go out there and would load up other digital images because it does have the date as well, the GPS coordinates on there, so you know exactly what you're looking for and you can slide back and forth. So anyway, it doesn't look like there's any real issues here. There's a couple of patches that you can see that were done here, maybe some repairs underground, but you can take a look. Wow, see what type of condition things are. And you back up. Look at this massive building. This is a 600,000 square foot building. I mean, could you imagine the person going up there and having to? You can just zoom right in and try to figure out what the heck's going on. But here, take a little bit of back view. What's going on down here? Yeah, it looks like we have a little bit of ponding, but there's no big deal. But also, too, this is great documentation for your insurance company in the event that you have a natural or other type of disaster to say, hey, look, this is what the condition my roof was in on April 27th, 2022, and then go out there and get your whole insurance claim paid. But I mean, literally, you can sit here and take a really good view. Heck, you can almost count all the pebbles that are out there of your building and your property in just a few seconds. After this thing here, after we fly over, we do for the flyover mission, and then deliver the finished product to you usually within 24 hours. Be able to take a look what's happening. This roof is in pristine. It's awesome shape that's out there. Okay, also too, you can go out here, and as I've had everything else, we're exploring out over here. Maybe we take further enough view back. And you can do roof reports over here. You can share the information, so you don't have to have a monthly subscription. You go out there and take a look at it. You can figure out who wants to share it. You can make notes on things. Like say for example, if you're going in and you wanted to make an annotation on something, you can go out there, okay, put your placer map over there and figure out what's going on. Make notes on it. Determine how much area that you have, or if you have issues, you can go out there and then place an issue someplace so someone can go out there and take a look at it. Or you can go out there, you can export the PDF maps. You can send it to somebody. By the way, that's my email address over there. You can send the email in PDF or JPEG or GeoTIFF format. You can export it to send it to an email. You can go out there and print it then away. Or you can go out there and show elevation maps, et cetera, et cetera. All the stuff that's inside there, again, there's no, the export being processed is being sent to me. Didn't mean to do that, no big deal. But all this is over here. All this can be yours. If you want to have either a personal demonstration or actually talk about how I can benefit to your property, please send me an email. It's right over here. I'm going to put it up on the side. It's Mike at MikeCip.photography.com, MikeCip photography.com. Thanks for your time. Look forward to hearing from you and helping you out any way that I can.